Good evening, United fans. It has been a very wonderful weekend with Manchester United winning and then knowing we are going to finish third position and also Bruno Fernandes hitting the assist record. Now, what they are saying on social media is that Bruno got his assists majorly from set pieces. Now, I ask this question: if Bruno is not good, if Bruno doesn't put it in the head of people like Casemiro to score, and even with set piece, put it on the legs of people to score, how will they score? So for him to even use free kick to get to that point, that Thierry Henry and the rest of them, they did it with open play. If Bruno did it with set piece, does that not mean it's more technical? Because if it was easy, every 10 in the Premier League, like Turkey and the rest of them that take set pieces too, would be putting it on their defender's head and they will be scoring. So that doesn't even move me. I know that in our next match, it's just that our players were wasteful. If they were not, we would have surpassed that 20, and they are going to 25. So Bruno just needs one more to be the assist king in the Premier League, and I'm sure that he will do it in our next game against Brighton. So let's see how that pans out. Now brings us to transfers. Elliot Anderson. Let's talk about the midfield. Elliot Anderson was amazing yesterday, but I see him as more of an 8, and also he's a hybrid, so he can play he can play the 8 and he can play the 6. So I believe he's a very good player to bring in, but not just as a replacement for Casemiro. So we would need his services. His 2 assists yesterday was amazing, and you can see the way he was going inside, pushing through the attack and also defending very well, and also crossing the ball for people to score. That shows he's a very good 8, not just really a 6. So him and Menu plays kind of the same position, but with him being a hybrid, he could also play the Casemiro role. But I will need a person that is specialized and is a master in that Casemiro role, and that is Tonali. I heard that Manchester United are still interested in Tonali. Then the third midfielder I would want us to bring in now lies between Baleba and Matheus Fernandes. Since we have heard that Stiller and some of our targets have been targeted by other people, I would love it to be between Baleba and Matheus Fernandes of West Ham. And now that they are going to get relegation, so they are going to get relegated, we could get him for cheaper than he's supposed to be. Not that cheap, because he's a fantastic player and West Ham knows this, but we will get him cheaper than we should have. And now it's confirmed that West Ham is going for relegation. But I would prefer Matheus Fernandes anyway over Baleba, because Baleba has not been fantastic this season. But I'm thinking that when he comes to Manchester United, he's going to ball. But let's see how it pans out. Elliot Anderson, Tonali, and probably Baleba or Matheus Fernandes. Thank you, United fans, and have a wonderful evening.